right, hello everyone. I am Rod DeGeorge with Classic Riffs, how to play the riff to Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne, one of my favorite guitarists, Randy Rhoads. This is an iconic tune for guitar players, great riff. It also works as a great picking and finger exercise. We'll get into some performance tips in just a bit, but let's take a look at the notes that we're playing. We're starting off with the F sharp, the second fret of the 6th string. So we play that, and I use down, up, and then we go to the 4th fret, the C sharp of the 5th string. So back to the F sharp, 2nd fret of the 6th string. So we go back, then we go up to the D, the 5th fret of the 5th string, back to the F sharp, 2nd fret of the 6th string. So then we go back to the 4th fret, the C sharp of the 5th string, and then back down to the F sharp, 2nd fret of the 6th string. So that's the first half of this riff. Okay, I'll take it a little slower. Then the second half of the riff, we take this first finger and move up to the 2nd fret of the 5th string. That's the B, B, A, G sharp, A. So it goes 2nd fret of the 5th string, 5th fret of the 6th string, 4th fret, same string, 6th string, back up to the 5th fret, the A. So that part is, and then we go B, the 2nd fret of the 5th string, A, 5th fret of the 6th string, 4th fret, the G sharp, and then open E. So I'm going to go through that very slow. Now, a couple performance tips. With the right hand, this is a great picking exercise. So these are straight 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, now with this, we're doing alternate picking. So the downbeats get a downstroke, upbeats, the ands get an upstroke. Now, this is also inside picking. When we're going back and forth between these strings, we're picking in between the two strings. So we have down, up, down, up, down, up. Now, a good way to do this is if you position your pick right in between these two strings and use just a slight rotation of the forearm to create an upward pick slant and a downward pick slant. That way you can go between the two strings without the string itself interfering. However, if you had just a downstroke, a downward pick slant, and you did a downstroke, you'd then have to jump over that to come up. So if we're here and we kind of pivot in between the two, that would make it easier and allow you to pick this cleaner. So okay, now as far as the left hand, this can be a stretch for a lot of people. So as I say quite a bit in my teaching, if we have a stretch and you start with that, you have to go up to your pinky to. If you start with your pinky to get that positioning right, start with your pinky and then reach back with your first finger. That might get you in a better position as opposed to starting with your first finger. Sometimes we start with our first finger and our fingers angled towards our body. That makes that stretch a little harder. If you watch this first finger, if I straighten that out a little bit by bringing the elbow in, that way we can bend our pinky more, get more strength in there, and it's an easier stretch. So you just want to make sure your thumb is a little lower on the back of the neck. You don't want to grab it like this. That makes it harder. Lower on the back of the neck, and sometimes it might help to start with the pinky, get that comfortable, and then reach back with your first finger. And and that may help with the positioning. All right, that was the main riff to Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If so, please feel free to hit the button below and subscribe, and you'll be treated to many more of these how to play classic riff tutorials. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you soon. Peace.